Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. If you missed Taylor Sheridan's Landman, watch this great Netflix Western series with 86% on Rotten Tomatoes. Taylor Sheridan's series, Landman, is just one of the many great Western shows that the writer/director has created for Paramount Plus, and unsurprisingly, it became a hit immediately following its release. Landman's cast is led by Billy Bob Thornton as Tommy Norris, a landman and fixer for an oil company in Texas. While the series focuses much of its time on Tommy's working life, just as much of the series explores the relationships between Tommy and his family, creating a great balance between intense work situations and emotional moments with his family members. Landman Season 1 ended with a lot of dramatic reveals and problems that could continue into a potential Season 2. While critics did have some complaints about the writing and certain characters in the series, on the whole, Landman was well received, so it only makes sense that Paramount Plus would want to renew it. Landman Season 2 has not yet been confirmed, but luckily, Netflix has the perfect follow-up series streaming right now, with similarities to both Landman and some of Taylor Sheridan's other great shows. After Landman, Netflix's show Territory is the perfect series to watch next. Even more so than Landman, Territory feels like an Australian version of Yellowstone, so fans of Taylor Sheridan's even more famous series are bound to enjoy it. Territory follows the Lawson family, who own the largest cattle ranch in the world. The series opens with the mysterious death of the Lawson family's oldest son, who was supposed to take over the station. While Territory slowly unravels who killed Daniel Lawson, the series also provides insight into the major problems of the cattle station. Territory centers primarily on the problems of the Lawson family, and their dynamic is actually quite similar to that of the Dutton family in Yellowstone. Likewise, the problems that the Lawsons face and the lengths they are willing to go to solve them feel very similar to Tommy Norris's reactions in Landman. In all, Territory has a very similar tone and similar characters to Landman and Sheridan's other westerns, making it a gripping watch for Western fans. Unfortunately, Territory is only a one-season show. Territory was canceled after its first season, presumably due to its low scores with audiences. Despite having a score of 86% with critics on Rotten Tomatoes, Territory has just 53% positive reviews from viewers. Notably, Territory also has less than 1,000 reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, which may be a sign of low viewership rather than low quality. While Territory won't be renewed by Netflix, it's still well worth watching, especially for Taylor Sheridan fans. If nothing else, Territory's one season provides a bite-sized show to watch while waiting for Landman's return. Unfortunately, Landman has not yet been renewed for a second season, but given its high ratings and the success of other Taylor Sheridan shows, it seems fairly likely that the series will return at some point. Especially considering how many questions were still left unanswered by the Season 1 finale, surrounding what will happen following Monty's death and Tommy's work with the cartel, there are certainly more stories for Landman to tell. Likewise, it will be interesting to see how Tommy's relationships might evolve going forward. Though there is no news on Landman Season 2, that does not mean that Taylor Sheridan does not have other projects in the works. Currently, the Yellowstone creator is working on 4 spin-off shows centered around specific characters or time periods. Since Yellowstone is undoubtedly Sheridan's most successful show, it makes complete sense that he would want to expand that universe further in the coming months and years. Though Sheridan's new drama series seems to have taken a back seat at the moment, Landman will hopefully have a chance to impress viewers more in the future. Though it isn't officially returning yet, Landman Season 2 should still be an exciting prospect for Taylor Sheridan fans, and it could be even better than its debut season. The ending of Landman Season 1 set up several new ways for the show to continue to improve and outdo its first season. For example, Tommy's new relationship with Galeno, Andy Garcia, should increase the tension and drama of the cartel story that permeated Landman Season 1. Monty Miller's death and Tommy's new role in MTEX should also make the business side of Landman even more suspenseful. Tommy isn't the only person with an exciting future set up for Landman Season 2. Cooper, Jacob Laughlin, started up his own oil company that should put him in direct competition with Tommy and MTEX, which is sure to cause some sparks between the father and son. Likewise, Angela, Ellie Larder, and Ainsley, Michelle Randolph, have finally found their calling through their work at the retirement home, so they should only continue to become more likable as time passes. There's plenty more family and oil drama on the horizon for Landman Season 2 whenever it's confirmed. Landman Season 2 is only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to Taylor Sheridan, and only one of many reasons to be excited for the future. As previously mentioned, 4 Yellowstone spin-offs, like the Beth and Rip spin-off and the 6666 show following Jimmy in Texas, are already in the works. Alongside Landman and the confirmed Yellowstone spin-offs, Sheridan has tons of upcoming shows, returning seasons, and original projects planned. Both Tulsa King and Mayor of Kingstown have officially been renewed for new seasons, and Lioness Season 3 has already been hinted at via MovieWeb. The future may even hold a new original movie for Taylor Sheridan. Sheridan is adapting Empire of the Summer Moon, a historical book about the Comanche Nation and one of its most famous leaders, Quanah Parker. In addition to everything the future holds for Sheridan, however, there's also plenty of his work available to watch right now. 1923 Season 2 is currently releasing new episodes, and there are almost a dozen other Taylor Sheridan shows and movies on Paramount+, most of which have multiple seasons. For Taylor Sheridan and his fans, Landman is just the most recent in a long string of successes. If you're a fan of Taylor Sheridan's gripping storytelling and were eagerly anticipating Landman, chances are you're craving a Western series with intense drama, rugged landscapes, and compelling characters. While Landman remains in development, there's a hidden gem on Netflix that should absolutely be on your radar: Godless. With an impressive 86% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, Godless is an underappreciated masterpiece that brings a fresh perspective to the Western genre. Created by Scott Frank, the same writer behind Logan and The Queen's Gambit, this miniseries is a rich and immersive experience that captures the essence of the Old West while adding its own unique twists. If you love the gripping narratives of Taylor Sheridan's works, such as Yellowstone, 1883, and 1923, then Godless should be your next binge-worthy obsession. A Western with a fresh take. Unlike many traditional Westerns that focus on rugged cowboys and lawmen, Godless tells the tale of La Belle, a small town predominantly inhabited by women. After a tragic mining accident wipes out most of the male population, the women of La Belle are left to fend for themselves. This reversal of the typical Western dynamic is what makes Godless so fascinating. It's not just about gunfights and outlaws, it's about resilience, survival, and the power of women in a lawless land. Jeff Daniels delivers a career-defining performance as Frank Griffin, a ruthless outlaw leader seeking revenge on his former protégé, Roy Good, played by Jack O'Connell. Roy, a reformed outlaw, finds refuge with Alice Fletcher, Michelle Dockery, a widowed rancher who has carved out her own existence in the unforgiving West. As Griffin's gang looms closer to La Belle, the townswomen must unite to defend their home. The slow-burn tension, morally complex characters, and stunning cinematography make this series an unforgettable ride. Why Godless feels like a Taylor Sheridan story. Sheridan's signature style is all about exploring the gray areas of morality, portraying harsh landscapes as characters in their own right, and delivering gripping, slow-burning narratives. Godless follows a similar formula, making it a perfect alternative while waiting for Landman. Morally ambiguous characters, like Sheridan's protagonists, The characters in Godless are deeply flawed yet undeniably compelling. Roy Good is an outlaw with a conscience. Alice Fletcher is a hardened survivor who doesn't trust easily, and even the villainous Frank Griffin has moments of twisted humanity. Expansive cinematography. The sweeping desert vistas and breathtaking cinematography evoke the same grandeur seen in 1883 and 1923. The barren landscapes serve as a metaphor for both freedom and danger, a theme Sheridan often explores. Slow building, tension-filled storytelling. If you enjoy the slow burn intensity of Yellowstone or Wind River, you'll appreciate how Godless gradually builds its tension, leading to an explosive, action-packed climax.